Hello and welcome back to Highbrow Wrestling on Fire Pro Wrestling World. We have some new factions to announce. I have booked the show as I said I would. We have new factions created. I believe at the end of the last episode I either discussed doing this or actually did it, but I've made it official. And the industry, former GWA stable of Jack Howard, Matt Robinson, and Bill Bullock are together. I actually made them babyface. I think I did make them on last episode, but made them neutral. I then formed a faction called simply Brutality. I probably would have came up with something a little bit more inventive, but you only get about 10 or 15 characters for faction names, and it's appropriate because it is a team of Bam Bam Bigelow, Alexander Rusev, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and Vader. And our third new faction, the Dream Team, made up of eras of Japanese stars and genders: Julia, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Junichiro Tenryu, and Atsushi Onita. So, kicking us off, Dude Love versus Elijah. We're in a Japanese small hall. I think we did charge $20. We're just starting to sink our teeth into the Japanese market a little here. 88%, double arm DDT, Dude Love gets the win. I expect these matches to be rated a little lower, even if they're really good, because we're new to the area, and I did charge $20 for basically our first time here. Damian Priest versus Rusev. 93 with the South of Heaven, which is currently basically kneeling Big Show chokeslam. I am going to take the time to find a crafted move of that is still active and download it so that he has the actual sit-out chokeslam proper. But that's a side note for later. The Hollywood Hunk Jack Howard and Matt Robinson, the Divine One, representing the industry against Brutality's Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow in tag team action. 100% Vader gets the win for his team with the power bomb. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Miz, two guys that are still not in any factions right now. 75% with a stomp to the nuts. Stone Cold gets the win, bringing things down a bit, but we're still doing well overall. Spud Marmoset, his highest popularity is an A in Japan, against Terry Gordy. Not the best match, but anything above 80 for the card and matches is acceptable, especially starting out in a new area. For the Stardom Junior Heavyweight Championship, we're going to watch this one. The Convict Bill Bullock against the defending champion, Toots Marino. As always, the senior and only official for Highbrow Wrestling, the incredibly sexually attractive Billy Bluebag. Nice snap suplex early there by Bullock. Leg trip, simple and effective by Toots. Both men wearing black with green trim. Toots Marino in the singlet, Bill Bullock in the long tights. Going to work on the ribs with those knees. Now a nice arm drag by the champion Marino. Counters with an arm drag of his own, does Bullock, not even a 1 count. Nice drop toe hold. Our new sponsor, Zaka TV, thank you for your investment twice in us, as I'm saying that they're also our national TV network. Channel 51, you're watching us here, don't miss it. Each month we do a monthly special. Nice standing Spanish fly, rakes the face. Bullock may be becoming a fan favorite, but don't let him fool you. He'll still punch you in the groin. He'll still rake your face. He's very much a Stone Cold-esque babyface. He'll do whatever it takes to win. Marino starting to pick up the advantage a little bit here. Now trading punches and middle kicks. Marino gets the upper hand, but both men hurt from that. There's the Muda stretch, the sickle hold. His signature submission. He's won many matches that we simmed with that. The uppercut to the ding ding, one of his signature maneuvers. Headlock takeover. Wearing him down is the champion Marino. Big, huge drop kicked him all the way out of the ring. Bill Bullock going for a baseball bat. Has a 5 count to drop it, and does. Gets launched out of the ring with another standing front drop kick. This ain't missile drop kick, but headlock takeover. This time Bullock went for a chair. Bullock is prone to go for weapons. Since these are editable customs of them, I may tweak that a little bit because he's a good guy now. I'll keep like I said, I'll keep him as like a roughhouse, stone cold type, so he can keep the uppercut to the ding ding. Nice sit down cover, only a 1 count. So I'll probably make his weapon proficiency a little lower as a baby face. We'll see. I might just leave him the way he is. Knee to the ribs again. Nice swinging neck breaker. I think that's the second one of those he hit recently. Off the ropes. Big running lariat. Clothesline from hell. 2 count. Crowd starting to get into this one a bit. Roll through into a stomp. Drops the leg. Marino starting to put some moves together here. Not 2 and 2 together. Oh, sling blade. Nicely done. Oh, back brain kick. Hoots Marino with that Samoan sit-out Samoan drop. Samoan driver, as some people call it. Mainly video games. Bill Bullock, much like Poop McCluskey, utilizing that low fisherman buster into Poobie McPherson's stomach claw. I mean, obviously he does it himself. He's not ripping him off, but returns the favor from earlier with a standing Spanish fly as the champion Marino. STO. Well, inverted STO. Or inverted STO. Double arm DDT into the sit down cover. 2.9. Just got the shoulder up, says Billy Bluebag. Another double arm DDT. 1, 2. Kick out again for Bullock. Big boot. The crowd starting to come unglued now. Snap suplex by the champion Marino. Bulldog, nice counter. Off the ropes. Bullock with another standing Spanish fly. They've been trading a few of those back and forth in this match. The chair and bat still in the ring. They may have landed on those. Big power slam, short range. There it is, the Shard Attack. 1, 2, he got him. That's his move. The Shard Attack, that flying seat drop. %. Honestly, I would have gave it higher. Bill Bullock falls to 6 and 13. The Stardom Junior Heavyweight Champion Toots Marino rises to 13 and 10. I could, since I beat them for that belt, just call it another highbrow junior title, but it's confusing, so I'm just using the Stardom name to keep it simple. We're going to sim the tag team title matches this time. Rematch, because I need to hire more juniors. I know I keep saying that, and I'm going to focus on that for the next several hires, because juniors can fight anyone for any belt. We need more of them now that we have 3, including tag teams, junior championships. A 100% match. 30 minutes. You'll notice I made McCluskey and McPherson in different colors so that when I do call their next match, if they're as the champions, it will be easier to tell them apart. Poop McCluskey with the high fly flow, his version of a frog splash. The same, very similarly executed to Hiroshi Tanahashi's. They have regained the straps. Now for the highbrow junior heavyweight championship, I'm going to sim this one because I expect I know how it will go. Representing the newly formed Dream Team, Julia, against the nearly unbeatable 18-4 highbrow junior heavyweight champion, Fatso Gully Gull. 80% Fatso retains as expected. No slight to Julia. He's just unstoppable. 19-4. He's only missed one show, maybe two shows, because we're on the start of year 3 and it's be 12 shows a year. So he's been off for 2 shows. He's won 19 of 23 matches. Incredible run. I'm going to update these records properly before I move on. Julia is now 1-4 for the highbrow open weight tag team championships. I'm just going to start calling the highbrow tag team championships, and then I'll say junior for the junior ones. Or I'll say world tag team because I like that. For the highbrow world tag team titles, Great Muto, the team of the Great Muta and Keiji Muto, where universes and eras can cross even within the same character because they're technically different. The new champions are challenged by Japanese icons and members of the Dream Team. New signing Atsushi Onita and previous new signing Genichiro Tenryu. I said that probably wrong. I don't care. It's close enough. You know who it is. Let's see how this one shakes out. And still, it just says both hands pin press. So he must have just pinned him after a move, I guess, and didn't say what move. The Great Muta pins Onita in Onita's debut, but a hell of a debut. 96% tag title match. And in our main event of the evening, Chris Candido versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the heavyweight championship. Because Chris Candido was the only person on my roster below S Trust, and I figured this usually helps give them higher trust. I will sim this one because I actually want to make sure I have time to do 2 shows this time. And I figured that was going to happen with his version of the High Fly Flow Frog Splash. Hiroshi Tanahashi retains. I need to update the other rosters, or the other people's records. You win 2-0 as a tag team. The Industry is, I believe, 0-1 as a tag team. Yes. I don't remember if I think I corrected them individually. Brutality are 1-0 as a tag team. I did not correct that part. Maybe I didn't do theirs. I don't think I did, because I'm pretty sure Bam Bam should be 10-8, and Vader should be 11-2. I also didn't do Terry Gordy, because he should definitely be 12-2. Spud should be 5-2. Bullock I did do. I didn't do Austin and Miz. 8-7, 6-7 for Miz. Chris Candido falls to 1-8. Julian Fatso I did those guys now, I think. Oh, I didn't actually do the Dream Team's tag match though. 0-1, 0-2 for Tenryu. A little bit of a rough start there. Hiroshi Tanahashi now 4-0, and they are 0-1 in tag teams. I think I caught everything up now, but I don't think I did Damian. Did I do Damian Priest and Rusev? I don't think I did. Rusev falls to 2-13, even with his new team. At least by himself, having a rough go. Damian Priest, though, can't really knock. When you're losing to somebody who's 12-4, you can't really knock them for losing. Our first event abroad was nerve-wracking, but now we're ready to take on the world. Poopy and Poop won the Highbrow Junior titles. The only title change. Solid for our first attempt. Over 1,300 people and almost 90%. And we still made $90,000 because of our updated production, or not production, sponsors and TV deal. NXT scouted Dave Navarro. Star wrestler Dory Funk Jr. of WCW has retired. The network's offering us another broadcast deal. This one's regional for 9 months. No. I'm going from national. Piss off. Absolutely not. You know what? I'm just going to give pretty much everyone a raise right now. Probably. Definitely Tenryu because he's asking. Okay. Everyone else seems fine for this month. How's everybody doing? You're in good shape. Good shape. Candido's banged up and still in an A trust. He myself's neck is roughed up, but he still says he's in good shape otherwise. Fled and Poop are a bit beat up. Nobody's actually in like poor condition, but so I'll do another American. Do I do one more Japanese event first to keep the momentum going, or do I do an American one so that my popularity doesn't start to drop in America? Oh, our gym is at max capacity. We have all our scouts out. Well, good news. We have $700,000 free dollars to play with. So we're going to go ahead and buy a gym. Not twice. Once is enough. I'm actually going to raise that and that. Those are now completely maxed, so I never have to think about those again. Now that we've bought the gym expansion, the next couple months I can just keep building these ones here. Lovely. So we're currently taking in 214. We still have 5 months left on that at 500. So hopefully we do get another contract offer for TV soon. We did not sell all of our t-shirts, but that's okay. Because what I'll do is leave those t-shirts and then I'll do branded snacks. We're going to hire somebody. We're going to go Japan again because we're currently working on the US and Japan as our two main focuses. Ultimo Dragon would be fun and he's popular, but he's cheap, but freestyle would be a bit of an odd combo, although at this point it might not matter. Tiger Mask. Also freestyle, but BSBB. That would certainly be your strong style. You're only C's in everywhere else, but you're A in Japan, which is the main focus of this particular hiring. Akamichinoku. C++ to start for, but I would bump up significantly under our gym. Sawama, Sparrow, Shufado. Let's see. Shingo Takagi wouldn't be a bad choice. Or I could hire Old Fire Pro Shingo Takagi. Obviously, I would hire the one that, even though he's a different, not quite the right style, the one that's actually good. Sector. Let's see. Who should we hire? Rapper the Rapper. Because weird. Nomichi Murafuji. Not bad. Mike Swanson got hired by someone and then got injured. He's also only a C in Japan, despite being based out of Japan. But he's clearly an American wrestler. Miko Satomura. Junji Kitao. Kenzo Suzuki, who apparently does a Shining Wizard as a finish, which is interesting because I've never seen him even do one, I don't think. Because I only know his WWE work, where he was mostly like beating people up as a big beefy guy who did it. So he didn't really do those kind of moves. Julio Falcon would be a pretty good pickup. And for Latin America, for that matter. But he's also pretty expensive, although we do have the money for it now. But Tenzin, Hayabusa would be a good choice. C's everywhere else, so he's not terrible. But more importantly, A in Japan. Fortunately, I need a junior. That's the other thing. I need to stop thinking about. I need to worry about. Make sure it's a junior is the biggest thing. Just not Giant Baba. Not even close. So honestly, knowing that, I might just go ahead and pick up, or try to pick up, what's his name? You know, the first one I was looking at. Cyrax would be interesting, especially since he apparently has at least half of a belt. Blastoise. But he's a heavyweight. Cyrax is a junior, though. Kiritawa is not. Kira Hokuto is, but she's also starting as a C in the C. That could be, even with the boosts, that could be challenging. Akira Aja Kong, for some reason, is considered one. Ermax, a junior. Espin, our main home, and BB and C. Smoke. They're also, like I said, I can afford them now, but they're pretty expensive starting. But I think what I might just do is go Tiger Mask, but I'm going to save because I'm pretty sure I did, but I want to make extra sure. Yeah, I didn't think their match style issue would be too big of a problem after I, offered them 50 grand up front. Also, there's no way I'm not putting Tiger Mask in a dream team talking about Japanese wrestling. I would put those one or both of them in, but the whole joke is they're a tag team of the same guy twice. So, while it's slightly silly, it's also the whole point of their team. So, all right. We've hired somebody. Remind myself who can work. I mean, everybody technically can. There's just some people who probably shouldn't. Well, we have at least one person who's like odd man out kind of thing. So let's rest somebody. He's yellow and normal condition. He's red and good condition. So what if I just do... What if I do go back and do another American event this time? I'll just start from the top, hoping I have enough to fill it still. They're definitely working. Fatso's working for sure. Toots is working. And then what if we go back to America Urban? We'll go large hall. Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to fight you know what? I envision these guys, even though they're like a babyface Japanese Legends team, they would be the types that would be willing to fight each other because they're honorable. So Tiger Mask is going to go for a junior title because it makes the most sense. But let's go ahead and give Tenryu his title shot he never got against Hiroshi Tanahashi. We're not doing a junior tag titles this time. So off their big win last time. Last show, let's go Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow challenging for the tag team titles. Fatso Gully Gull is going one-on-one with the legend Tiger Mask. Toots Marino is going to go one-on-one. He can fight Julia this time. Actually, I just did that. Let's go. May have just done this as well, but let's go Bill Bullock. Then we'll do another tag team match. We'll go Howard Robinson versus Gordy and Rusev. We'll do a singles. With Damian Priest versus Spud Marmoset. We'll go Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Poopy McPherson. And we'll do another tag team match because I have enough people to do multiple ones. Atsushi Onita and Julia versus Elijah and Dude Love or something silly. We'll go so I'll rest Poop McCluskey because even though he's good condition, he's orange or like full red neck and a champion at that. So let's go Ping myself versus The Miz and Vlad Chulins versus Chris Candido. That will fill us up. $20 a head, large hall, 40,000 seats. At least one person getting a rest. That's fantastic. This one, I will probably just sim the whole thing, even though I have been doing matches, just so we can get a second full card in, and the video's not an hour almost long again. Let's proceed to the event. Because I had just enough time where I could book another one after the first one. But I don't really, like I said, I don't want the videos to go too much more. And like if I pick a match and it makes it super long, then it is what it is. But in this case, starting this card at 30 minutes, I'm just going to simulate it all. Vlad Chulins versus Chris Candido. 92% Vlad with a big win with the Olympic Slam again. He wins with that more than his finish. Chris Candido falls to 1-9, unfortunately. Vlad rising to 7-13. P. Myself versus The Miz. The Miz with 100%, and yet again, winning with the modified version of his finish. P. Myself falls to 6-14. And The Miz rises to 7-7. Not too bad. Next match. Our first tag team match of the night. Atsushi Onita with his finishing move, the Thunder Fire Power Bomb. Pins Elijah. Onita and Julia get a big win for a big tag team win for their group, the Dream Team. In 93% action, no less. And Julia with getting some help and getting back a much needed win. Speaking of needing wins, Elijah is 1-8. Dude Love is 3-5. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Poopy McPherson. McPherson with the Iron Claw, the skull version. I know because it's called Iron Claw. Gets a big win. Austin falls to 8-8. McPherson goes up to 14-9. Coming up next, Damian Priest versus Spud Marmoset. Not a great match, but Damian Priest with a jumping front high kick, which I think is a pump kick, a throw kick. I think. Definitely some kind of big boot. Damian Priest, like I said, not the greatest match, but still close enough to 80 that it shouldn't crush us too much. And Damian Priest improves his impressive record to 13-4. Spud Marmoset started off hot and has now fallen to 5-3. The Industries, Jack Howard and Matt Robinson against Brutalities, Terry Gordy and Rusev. See how this one goes. Gordy with a sharpshooter, which I didn't even know he had in his move list. 99% makes Robinson give up. And more importantly, helps his poor partner Rusev finally get a win. And in different forms, Brutality is now 2-0 and could be 3-0, as their other pairing is in a match tonight for the tag team titles. The Industry falls to 0-2 in tag team action. I think that should actually be 0-3. May have forgotten that last time. I'm going to put it as 0-3, and if I'm wrong, I'll check it when I'm editing videos and correct it as needed. For the Stardom Junior Heavyweight Championship, the convict Bill Bullock of the Industry, Toots Marino. Not a great match as it ended really quickly, but with true conviction, his finishing move, Bill Bullock does pick up the title for his team. That dropped us below 90, but we are still close. New signing, Tiger Mask, who I did not add to the Dream Team, and I need to. More importantly, I didn't add him at all. for my records. Assuming his finish is a Tiger Suplex, but I'll have to check to be sure. Versus the nearly undefeated champion, Fatso Gulligal. This is going to be a hell of a match, I bet. Surprisingly, it wasn't as high as I thought. 86, even with an S defense. He couldn't overcome Fatso. Because honestly, very few can. Fatso, the first man to hit 20 victories in our promotion. For the Highbrow Tag Team Championships. Brutality's original pairing of Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow against Great Muto of the Great Muta and Keiji Muto. And still, Muto with that figure 4 leg lock makes Bam Bam give up. I genuinely thought they were going to lose those titles in that one. But instead, Great Muto goes to 3-0 as a team. Keiji Muto is 4-0. Great Muta 4-1. Brutality as a group loses their first of 3 tag team match attempts, and it was actually the one that started the winning ways for them. A rare loss for Vader, 11-3. And now our main event of the evening, Genichiro Tenryu, Hiroshi Tanahashi, stablemates, honorable men. When there's world title gold on the line, friendships get put to the side for a night. And still with the Texas Cloverleaf, one of the most common ways he's been winning matches. Tenryu having trouble getting out of the gate here, 0-3. Meanwhile, Hiroshi Tanahashi is 5-0. We didn't quite crack 90 because of those couple lower matches, but we were very high 80s, just shy. Still a very successful event, 44,000 strong. All right. We made $500,000 after expenses. To our management to wrap up. Scott Steiner, I assume one of the Steiners of WCW fame, has retired. We have another network offer. Satellite. I've never even seen that option before. $800,000 for a year. Must have average match evaluation of 60. Yes, please. I don't remember ever even seeing that one before. And I've played multiple years of this game. Alright. I'm going to do the rest of this with the controller. Stone Cold would like a raise. That's fair enough. Although you do make quite a lot of money already compared to a lot of everyone else. Dude Love. Miz. Miz is down to a C popularity in Japan because he lost on our first Japanese show, or at least the first one I remember doing. Keiji Muto, you know what? Fair the hell enough. You're undefeated and a tag team champion. Still only getting a baby raise at this point, but have a raise. Now, what I am going to do, because we are in a good financial position, I'll do a middle one for him because he's barely he's not even making 1,000. Vlad's finally up to a C popularity after all this time. Anybody, especially my original peeps, need to be at least at $1,000. That's only fair at this point. Well, Matt Robinson and Jack Howard, I think, went up to B's in popularity from the Japanese show. Bill Bullock now up to an A in America, which is lovely. Good stuff. Gary Gordy is now unhappy with their pay after some other people got raises, apparently. Or, you know, the game just likes to troll me and change it after it said it was good. Hiroshi Tanahashi is like, oh, people are getting raises, are they? And honestly, fair enough. You are S popularity in 2 regions, so. And a B or higher in all of them. I just realized I barely made any merch, or we would have made even more money, because I originally planned for a Japanese show, which I'm going to do a Japanese show next time. So let's just do t-shirts and maybe snacks. If I don't sell them all, fine, whatever. All I can do is repair those two, the sandbag and the medicine ball now. Buy that and that. I'll buy the bigger durability one next show. Let's buy the less likely to lose trust upgrade. I'm at it. That's as full as I can get it now. Go. Now, let's hire a wrestler. We're going to go to Japan again. We're going to try to find a junior again. Honestly, with what we can afford now in the millions we have, Ermac would be a good choice. Could also go to a different, it doesn't have to be Japanese. I have several Japanese wrestlers already. Like, I could do Penta, who I've been waiting to get. Popularity's not super crazy, but he's B in the next area we're going to, and he's $1,200 with decent stats. Let me make sure I've saved before I do anything else. Phoenix. He is strong style too, which is our primary type, so. Ooh, he's a little bit lower stats. He's around the same money and better popularity in the areas I'm currently playing in. Ultimate Warrior. Matches would probably be shit, but you know, it is what it is. Kamala the Ugandan Giant. Barf the Caveman. Cobra Commander. I mean, it might have to be Cobra Commander, I'm not gonna lie. Because he is a junior. The Amazon would be, I'd grab him popularity or not in a second, except that he's not the right, I need a junior right now. WCW Master. Just clearly Andre the Giant. Luigi. But he's not a junior. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. He's a junior and has 2 belts. I don't know if they're both tag team ones or what, but he also has pretty good stats. He's also expensive, though. Which, while I can afford them, do I want to? That's the other question. Oops. I mean, let's be honest, it's probably going to be Penta just because I like him. I will try to lowball him first. Having said that, it didn't work once, so I'm probably just going to go for the medium and then go for high from there. Honestly, I might just skip right to high because I want Penta. I can afford it. Thank you. Yeah, our sponsorships and TV deals are going to pay for everything for us, so make sure I saved one more time. All right, so I'm going to book the next show offline. We'll see you next time for more highbrow wrestling action. Peace out.